hope everyone is safe now. All because of Corona, everyone is safe at your places. Another 4 minutes, we'll let few more people to join, and then we can start with the session. Okay, then the 5 minutes up. So let's start with the session. And if anyone wants to join, they can join in the middle. So hello everyone, and thank you for joining the session. Today I'll be speaking about how to choose the right wheel cushion for a wheelchair. So before starting with the session, I would like to mention few notes for references. I would request everyone to keep the microphone off so that while I'm speaking, everyone can hear and there is no much disturbance during the discussion. And videos, it's up to you if you want to on it or keep it off. So it's not an issue. Audio, I would request you to mute it. And then regarding the questions, so I'll be answering all your questions. Just to not to have any interruption in the middle of discussion, I would request everyone to make a note of all the questions which you have in your doubts. So I'll answer all the questions in the end of the session. We can type in the questions in the chat section which you have. You can type in the questions and I can answer you in the end of the session, so that there is no interruption during the session. Okay, and then right time to start now. Okay, as the topic says, today I'll be talking about the importance of the cushion. Okay, everyone knows there are different types of cushion. Even layman knows what is a cushion. They just think it's a comforting part of a sitting posture. So now I'll be speaking in particular about the cushions for a wheelchair. So cushions requirement for an individual able-bodied person and the requirement of the cushion for a specially able person is totally different. So now I'll be guiding you how to decide which cushion will suit you better based on your activities, based on your lifestyle, based on your conditions, diagnosis. So these are different criteria we'll have to consider and decide which will suit you better. So next time when you're thinking of buying a cushion, you'll be aware and you will ask right questions to choose the right cushion. So let's start with the session. So before starting with the session, I would like to relate cushions. I would like to relate few things with respect to wheelchair and cushion between able-bodied person and a specially able person. So, according to the study, the cushion acts as a foundation for the seating. Similar way, for able-bodied person, to be able to walk, their legs are the foundation for their mobility. So these are the two different criteria and their ability. So for a able-bodied person, you need to choose a right shoes, right? So if you have a smaller shoes or a bigger shoes, the discomfort they have will be different. Similar way, for a specially able person who are dependent on the wheelchairs, they should choose a right wheelchair. So it is equivalent, like wheelchair has to be a perfect size for an individual. So based on their needs, based on their criteria, abilities, the wheelchair has to be chosen. So this is how you can relate it. Now I would like to relate the cushion with respect to the able-bodied and specially able. Able-bodied person, they have wide range of socks, right? They use cotton, nylon, padded, different types of cushion socks material they choose, because depends on their activity what they'll be using for. Similar way, for a specially able person, the individual have to choose the right cushion to be able to give their best in their lifestyle, to achieve their goal, to be active, to be safe with respect to their health. So even cushion acts as a basic foundation. So this is how I can relate. I'll be using these terms frequently in the middle of the session, so that how we will be relating different things with able body, shoes and socks, and with respect to the specially able person. So wheelchair and cushion can be decided based on the individual lifestyle. So there are different people who want to do sports, who are active, who work at house, they work in shops, and there are people who just sit for, like geriatric people who just sit for 2 hours in a chair. So there are different people who have different requirement conditions like spinal cord injury and old age, difficulty to walk, polio. So everyone has their own condition, own requirement and own limitations. So cushion has to be decided based on their activity level and other things. So next is, cushion is a basic foundation for a seating and positioning. So when you are using a wheelchair, So your body is totally on your hips. So your full body's weight is on the hips. So it acts as a foundation. If you keep the foundations better, and your upper body balance and lower body balance will be better. So the cushion acts as a foundation. And if you go in the market, if you say I'm looking for a cushion, many people will talk different. I have this foam, I have this air gel, this cushion cover, and everything. So it's difficult to understand which material suits you. So it will help you to decide which suits you better. So I'll guide you how to choose, how to understand your requirements, and then you can choose accordingly. You can ask right question when you go for a end user to decide. So let's start. So what is the main importance of a cushion? So the main application is, in layman terms, is comfort. Even a able-bodied person or a specially able person use a cushion in their cars or any section they use for comfort. So comfort is a basic criteria. So they'll be needing, that will be the first preference, and then comes the positioning. The positioning part of the cushion depends on diagnosis also. For example, if a person is a spinal cord injury, he'll have the difficulty to sit straight. So the cushion has to give him the balance which he needs to sit straight. So this cushion acts as a positioning for a spinal cord injury or a person who has a difficulty to stand, weakness. There might be different conditions. And in certain cases, if a person has a hip deformities, I'll show you different images, how the hip alignment will change, how the posture affects. So you can see there are a few criteria. Those pelvic alignments are fixed. At that time, we'll have to correct them or give the support by doing the modification in cushion so that they are comfortable. And the biggest concern with respect to cushion is the bed sores. It is high risk for the people who have lack of sensation in their lower body. So bed sore management is a must, because it's easy to say it's okay, I'll get bed sore, it's fine and all. But if you think in advance, if you don't think in advance, if a bed sore happens, the person has to keep off the surface for at least 2 to 3 months for the recovery. You can imagine, like, the person not able to do his activity, is bedridden for 3 months, and again the surgeries and the treatment section, it's high. So it's better to take initial initiative to avoid the bed sore than taking bed rest, affecting your lifestyle, you can't be active. There are different concerns with respect to bed sores. So these are the different importance of the cushions. So let's see what are the effects which we have if we have a improper cushion, or like if you just randomly take any cushion and you use it, and what are the difficulties you'll face. So I am just saying these are the benefits, then you'll think how it will be affecting. I want to know how it will affect me in my lifestyle, how it is a concern to me. For example, if a person is sitting for, these are a few issues and concerns you'll face if you use a wrongly used cushions. The first is you will not be able to sit longer duration. For example, even able-bodied person, if you're sitting for 1 hour, he'll sit straight normally. If you see, slowly they change, they stand up, walk around. It's a common. So the sensation gives itchiness, irritation. So there has to be movement. So you can't sit longer duration if the surface is hard or it's not properly supported. So you will not be able to sit longer, and then you'll frequently shifting, standing will be required. So that creates the issues. And then skin irritation. You will be able not be able to, because it might be because of heat generation. If you sit for longer, the surface gets heated up because of humidity or different regions, and skin, because of sweat, the skin itchingness starts. So these are the different things. Like for example, if you use a nylon cover, if you're sitting for longer duration, heat buildup is very high, and then you'll start getting itching, and then skin rashes and all will start. So you have to be careful which material you're using, which type of cushions you're using. Okay, and then in a cushion also, the cushion covers also matter. If you buy a normal cushion with a mesh cover and you have an incontinence issue, and if there is a leakage, then the cushion is damaged. So you have to be aware of what is your condition, what is your requirement. So you should be conscious enough. And then the postural deformity. I'll just show you in next slide how the cushion variation will affect the posture. It will affect the posture, and then how the cushion will help you to correct the posture also. Okay, and lack of balance. If you are sitting in an air, like very soft cushion, if you are not able, then you'll be feeling wobbly. For example, there are few air cushions. When you sit, you'll feel wobbly. If a person is not stable enough, then if he leans sideways, he'll go that way because the cushion is not providing the stability. So we should understand your requirements, then you ask the question and then realize the importance and then choose the right question. This is the different step I can say. So let's go to the postural issues which I have mentioned it to you. For example, if you can see the first one, which is called as the posterior pelvic tilt. As you can see, his pelvis is sliding forward and his upper pelvis is leaning backwards. Because if a cushion is not aligned properly, to correct this posture, it can be aligned with different configuration wheelchair also. It's not that only cushion will solve the postural issue with respect to this. You'll have to give proper upper back support and there will be alignment in the wheelchairs also. But if you don't allow them to slide with a properly designed cushion, he will not be sitting in this posture. As you can see, his back is leaning forward. You can see his chest is getting compressed. If it is not corrected in advance, then the posture gets fixed and then a surgery. So if you take initial initiative and buy a proper cushion and maintain the proper posture, the future surgery, breathing issues, digestion issues can be avoided. In similar way, in anterior pelvic tilt, which is just below that on the left. So if the pelvis is tilted forward and is too much erect, the lumbar has a deep curve. Again, he'll have a lower back pain, and these are the different criteria he gets. And the main important, the severe cases, if you can see on the right top corner, you can see the pelvis is not in a straight line. So one side of the pelvis is higher and the other side is lower. For example, if you buy a cushion which is, the density is very uneven, and then one side get compressed and one side is still firmer, and then you'll be sitting in the same posture, you can see his pelvis is. So one side is higher and one side is lower. You don't realize in the initial phase, it feels fine. Then after a certain duration, if you keep using it, you'll develop a scoliosis, which is the S shape of the spine. You can see his upper body, the scoliosis is developed. So you might have seen many people leaning sideways, causing issues. These are one of the issues because they're not using a proper cushion and there is no stability. So they start leaning, and as duration goes, the posture gets fixed. And then it's, again, the only solution is surgery. That's the only, when it gets fixed, the surgery is the only solution. Otherwise, you will have to accommodate it. And similar way, pelvic rotation. If there is an alignment issue in the pelvis, it can be corrected in different ways. So these are different postural issues, and everyone is aware of the bed sores. It's also called as pressure sores, pressure ulcers also. Okay. So now we know what are the concerns and what are the issues you face with respect to the improper cushions and what are the postural issues and all. Now let's go to what are the things you need to know about yourself to decide a cushion. Like there are certain questions which you'll have to know about yourself to decide a cushion, right? So these are a few criteria which you have to think about yourself before deciding. First is temperature control. You have to see which atmosphere in. For example, you are in a hill station, if you are in a humid area, if you are in coastal area. So you'll have to be aware of your surrounding where you're spending maximum time, and you'll have to check how the cushion material or the cover is managing those variation of the temperature. You'll have to be careful. The cushion material, cover material has to be chosen according to your atmosphere. Okay. The moisture control. You have to see the cushion cover, how it can be how it manages, because if you are in a coastal area, the sweating is very extreme. In that case, we will need a proper cover of a cushion which will manage the moisture. Else, skin irritation starts and itchiness starts. Okay, and there are different types of cushion covers which are stretchable, smooth, and all, just to prevent the friction. Friction is another main source of bed sores. If you're a regular active user, like for example, if a person is very active user, like spinal cord injury, he just moves around, does his office work very swiftly, cooking, he does very active, the movement of pelvis will be high. Because of the regular movement, the friction, it should not lead to the bed sores. So friction, the cushion material has to be very good. The cushion has to be easily maintainable. It should not be like frequently cleaning, maintenance, cleaning and all matters, right? So you should take care of the maintenance and fail safe. You should check what are the possibility of the defects or damages can cushion occur and how it has to be, make sure that it doesn't repeat again. So you should check how frequently the cushion get damaged, how are the precautions taken, will you be able to manage that precautionary measures, right? So you should be able to do that. And pressure distribution. Pressure distribution is the performance of the cushion which will help you to prevent the bed sores. So you should be aware how it distributes the pressure in your buttock area so that you're at low risk of bed sores. Stability, it's a very basic. As I mentioned, stability is the main reason we'll have to choose a proper cushion. In recent market, everyone says air cushion. Everyone wants to buy air cushion because it's therapeutic cushion, so I'll buy air cushion and all. If you buy air cushion on air, so what is stability? If you lean one side, it will go other side, right? So you need stability also. You should be able to manage. If a person is higher level injury, is not able to manage his upper body also, he's just trying to sit straight, and if he has a very uneven balance cushion, and then he'll start leaning sideways, he'll have to correct his posture regularly. So these are the things. So you should understand how is your stability, how is your activity level, and based on that you'll be able to decide which is the right cushion. Okay, I hope everyone is clear and not too fast. Okay, so now I just gave the brief, like what are the different things, how to consider the cushion, how are the different criteria which has to be considered. Now let me introduce to you for the different materials and with different technologies available in the market. So mentioning all the cushions is fine. Now you know everything, but now is the criteria, what are the technology available in the market. So that gives you the information, like different technology available, then you can do your homework, which will suit you. You can decide on that and then choose whichever suits you better. Okay, so let's start. What are the different technologies available? For example, one is foam. It's a very basic cushion. And then next is gel, air, hybrid of all these, and then there is the alternating pressure. So these are different technology. Most of them will know the foam because it's used everywhere. Then later gel technology was introduced, and there are few concerns which people face. Then air technology was introduced, and there again each technology has its plus and negatives. So I'll be explaining what are the pros and cons, and then you will be able to decide which suits you better, right? Okay, then let's move on to the first material which was initially introduced, which is foam technology. So immediately when I say foam, you can see the different types of images which I put across on the presentation. So everyone might know, whenever you're using, you just go and choose whichever is soft, that will give me comfort. That's how the normal mentality is, like softer cushion, more comfort and better pressure relieving. No, doesn't depend on the softness. There are many criteria to consider: softness, positioning, thickness. Because if you choose a softer cushion and a very thin, and then if you sit on that, again you'll be reaching the surface, and again you'll have the bed sore. So the issue is not resolved, right? So we'll have to choose, and the main purpose of this basic cushion will be for the short-term usage. For example, short-term usage and people who have sensation in their lower body. For example, I can just get like geriatric people, like for people who are using the wheelchair for like 1 or 2 hours just to go around the park, they can't walk, they're using a wheelchair. And the people like suffering, like who have a diagnosis like polio, they have proper sensation in their lower body. They can feel the heat or itching or anything poking around, so they have the sensation. They can use such cushions firstly because they can feel the issues, their concerns if they are facing, and then it's safe to use for 2 to 3 hours. Because if a spinal cord injury, because they are not meant to give a pressure relieving features, right? And then in cushion also there are different density, like there is memory foam, chip foam, different softness density. Like density is lower, the more softer it is. So we'll have to choose the right cushion with proper height. If you want just a comfort, choose a softer cushion, acceptable, but make sure it's thick enough to hold your weight. It depends on the user weight also, right? If the person is lighter and if you're using a thicker cushion, you'll be floating over the cushion. So you should be conscious enough that proper height of the cushion also is decided. And in cushions also there are different designs. As you can see on the left, it's a very basic, just for comfort. On the right side, if a person has lack of balance and he needs minimum positioning, you can see the contourness in that cushion. So that will give them basic stability which is required. So you can see what are the pros and cons: lightweight, versatile, and low maintenance. These need less maintenance, and then there is no proper pressure relief, limited comfort, and stability is basic. So for short-term usage, these cushions are the best. Next, the technology was introduced is a gel cushion. So everyone prefers gel is more comfortable. Yes, again depends on the atmosphere and the place they are using it. Initially, you can see on the right the silicone gel pads was used, where it's a medium density and it's firmer on the base and just like jelly surface, right? So it was initially introduced. When you sit on that, you feel cool. In nice places, you feel initially cool, but the negative is that the heating issues are high. So the cushion get heated up too soon. So these are not recommended for the coastal areas where the temperature control is very variant, right? Just a second. Okay. So as I said, they are heavy, and then the later technology gel pocket cushions were there, where when you sit on that, the gel takes the shape of your buttock. So it's a liquid gel. So once you sit on that, it takes the shape of your buttock. So the pressure distribution is good, and then you feel more stable. So the gel pocket cushions are better than the silicone gel cushions, right? It gives you stability, basic pressure relieving features, and then it is stable enough. Basic stability you will get, and you will feel comfortable. These are good in places where the medium temperature variation is fine. If it is very extreme, then it is not suggested, because I have few of my clients who said that they have issues of heating with the gel because they stay in coastal area, right? So based on their atmosphere, they have to choose it. And then these has to be taken care carefully, the gel pocket cushion, because there is high risk of puncture. If it punctures, then gel leaks, right? So you should be careful enough to choose the right cushion, and you should be conscious enough to maintain that also. The next comes the air cushion. So everyone likes air cushion. So bed sores, air cushion, bed sores, air cushion. Yes, these are also called as a therapeutic cushion. These give a proper pressure distribution when you're sitting around, because there are different air pockets. Once you sit, they take the shape of your buttock. The pressure is evenly distributed all the surface, so contact surface increases, and then the bed sore risk is very low. We understand that, but it is for a paraplegic or who have a good stable upper body control. These cushions are good because they're stable enough to manage themselves. They transfer with the help of armrest or any other surfaces. If a person is little off balance with their upper body, these cushions are very unstable, because this doesn't give you the stability. They're just like floating. You're floating in the air. So if you keep sitting on that, you're leaning one side, it will push you to the same way, because the pressure on the one side is there and then other raises, so it pushes you other side. So if you have a good stability, these are the right cushions for you for a stable for a regular usage, and they are the good cushions for a bed sore management, and they are known as also therapeutic cushions. And again, puncture risk is very high, because you should be conscious enough when you're shifting on using it. Pockets are empty, there's anything, no sharp things around, because they are very sensitive to get punctured. So you should be conscious enough when you're using this. Okay, and then these are good with respect to temperature. They overcome the issue which the other gel cushion had. The heating up is high. So when you're sitting on a gel cushion, the heating issue was there, right? Because of the temperature. The air cushion will solve that issue. If you use an air cushion, they don't depend on the temperature, because they are air, right? You can air filtration, repumping can be done, and then it manages the temperature. So you don't feel that heat build up when you're using the air cushion. So these are the technology which overcome with the gel, and they introduce the air cushions. The next is the hybrid version. So this hybrid version has a combination of foam, gel, air. So these are according to me, what my experience is, these are the best pressure relieving cushions in the market to accommodate the posture, give the stability to posture correction. Whatever the modification can be done easily. As you can see, these are designed well. You can see the base will be a high density foam where it's very stable, so you don't feel like wobbling. Then you have a soft layer of foam where you feel the comfort. And there is a cutout in a buttock region, and that is filled with gel or air. You can choose the option whichever you want, air or gel. Where the highest body weight is leaning on your seat bones, that area is covered with a gel or air. So the high risk, the pressure is, you can see the image in the middle, the pressure is evenly distributed. So there is no weight falling on the seat bone area. So you don't feel the heat buildup is less. They have come with, you can see on the left image, you have different add-ons which are mentioned there, right? The postural issue which I have mentioned, these can be used to correct them. I can give another height on the other side, manage things. It can be adjusted accordingly, right? So it can be done easily. Modification is done easily. Posture adaptation is done easily. Balance is very good. And again, the concern with respect to this is they are also, since they are using the air and the gel and air in the seat bone area, we should be conscious enough that that doesn't get punctured, right? So these are one of the best cushions available in market, because they are different model, different brand has their own technology and everything, but these are good ones in the market. So these resolve all your issues, can be managed, can be adjusted accordingly, right? So these are the best cushions, especially for the people with a spinal cord injury, just to manage their bed sores, posture, alignment, stability, active lifestyle, everything can be managed here. There are different cushions. As on the right side, there are 2 layers of covers. So inner cover protects the foam from incontinence, outer cover for temperature management. So these are the different technologies. And then next, the technology is the alternating pressure. These cushions are like similar to the air beds, that each and every column shifts the air regularly. One gets low, one gets so. The contact surface is changing regularly, and these are available in market. But the drawback of these cushions is you have to carry an adapter which has to be charged. You will have to keep charging, use it. If that goes down, it's difficult to use this because that the surface gets flat. So again, you're at high risk. So this is another cushion, just to the copy paste from the airbed technology. They just introduced in the cushion, recent technology which is there. The alignment and stability depends on the individual. If he is less stable, it's not suggested to use this because there is alternation in the tubular column. So these are the different technology available. Hope I was able to convey the technologies which are available and what are the importance, what are the applications, how it will help you. So I'll try to, because I have another 3 minutes remaining in my session. So I would like to address few questions which are mentioned here. If I'm not able to do that, or if you have any further questions to ask me, there is a contact number mentioned there. You can just contact me anytime. I'll be available for your questionnaires, so I can answer your questions easily. And you can have any questions you can ask. And then our team will be sharing with you a feedback form, maybe by end of the day. So I would request you to give honest feedback, whichever you feel like, good, bad, it's fine. We want your feedback so that we can do better in the next time. And we'll also need your suggestion to add on things which will suit you all better, right? Yes. Let me see a few questions since I have very limited time. Do you provide wheelchair wheelchair alignment? It's sort of in the middle of wheelchair alignment. You mean to say the wheelchair alignment or the seating alignment? Because I was talking about seating. If it is seating, yes, the different cushions allow different positioning and comfort, so that alignment can be provided. But I don't know, I am not getting what is that wheelchair alignment. If you can rephrase the question, will be helpful. And then, okay, any contraindications for air cushions? Just a second. Yeah. See, cushion price ranges varies on different technology. It depends on you choose. The basic foam starts from around 2,000 to 3,000. So as price varies, the technology and the precautions and the technology is there, the price goes along. Yes, the different cushion provides different seating alignment. Yes, we do assessment based on your requirement. The cushion will be suggested and the alignment will be provided. Sure, sir. I can help you. Please do contact to the number given. I'll assist you with the best suitable cushion which is there. I'll understand your requirement and then I can suggest you the best cushion. As I mentioned, for cushion price, each technology has its own benefit and price range varies. So depend on the cushion you choose, the price range varies. Starts from around 2,000 to 3,000 and goes. Depends on the technology and also the brands. Any other questions? I hope I answered all. If anyone has any questions, you can drop in a text. And lastly, thank you for joining.